A sigh of relief when Tom decided that life in the church was not to be. But that experience proves that whether it's education or scripts, Tom Cruise searches for the best. Tom was about to make his 6th movie, one he would choose. All the Right Moves told the story of a high school football star who hopes to break out of a dreary, dead-end steel town. His ticket, a college football scholarship.
Marker. We're rolling in action. Go!
Like previous roles, Tom plays a teenager coming of age, and by the movie's dramatic touchdown conclusion, he becomes a man. But All the Right Moves was more than a film. It infused an enormous sense of hope and vitality into the town where the movie was made. The production poured $2 million into the local economy, and some 2,800 jobs were created in the use of extras and hired hands. All the Right Moves was not enthusiastically received, but despite its bad review, most critics agreed that Tom showed a great deal of promise, and yet he faced the prospect of being a one-hit wonder. The box office disappointment of All the Right Moves added to Tom's pressure. Other young actors, such as friends Rob Lowe and Emilio Estevez, were waiting in the wings to compete for top movie roles. Risky business placed Tom on top of the world. 2 movies later, he was wondering if he would ever recapture the glory. At age 24, it seemed as if this young, sexy man would not be destined for superstardom after all. But failure is not in Tom's vocabulary. He never lost faith in himself or his dream. But his next movie would become an international blockbuster that would surpass even his wildest of dreams. Superstardom is reserved for a select few. And when the right star shines in the right role, it's movie magic. But the wrong choice can mean the difference between hit or miss. For every big winner, there are many more losers, and no one has a crystal ball to predict which foolproof hit will end up a miss and which sleeper will awaken the hearts of audiences and open wallets around the world. But Tom Cruise has the knack for doing just that.
He's got a great garbage detector. You know, he can look at a project and see whether it's garbage or not and pass on it. A lot of stars don't have a good one, or they may be very talented people, but Tom Cruise has been someone who's been able to steadily pick the right project and then execute it well. He's very methodical about it.
Without this ability, he never would have enjoyed international fame and wouldn't have the opportunity to once again shoot for the top. In 1986, at the age of 24, Tom had yet to repeat the level of box office success he'd enjoyed with his first hit. Cruise needed another big hit to prove that he possessed talent and not just luck. The offers were pouring in, but Tom was highly selective. When producers brought him a project for a militaristic war movie that would have made John Wayne smile, Tom turned it down. But in Hollywood, no doesn't always mean no, and these producers were among the industry's most successful veterans behind the camera, and they were determined to sign Cruise. They appealed to his sense of adventure by taking him for a ride in an F-14 Tomcat.
It's really a bigger-than-life experience. I mean, we shot 40,000 feet, above land, and just, peeling over the egg and free falling. It was incredible, really amazing.
Somewhere high above the stratosphere, beyond the speed of sound, Cruise changed his mind. He said yes on the tarmac, but there were conditions. The original storyline, glorifying war, was transformed into a male buddy movie. It was evident to all, Cruise was not just another actor.
Tom Cruise said, "This is jingoistic junk. I want to emphasize the relationship between me and the leading lady and between his fellow flyers." And that turned a movie that was basically just a flag waver into a deeply felt and very commercially successful movie.
With Cruise in the cockpit, Top Gun made him a top dog, grossing hundreds of millions of dollars at the box office. At 24, Cruise was flying high. And then he hit another peak. He fell in love. His heart's delight was actress Mimi Rogers. It looked like the perfect year.
He met Mimi Rogers at a dinner party. They were seated next to each other. It was a fix-up. And as he described it, it was lust at first sight.
When he married Mimi Rogers, they were both up-and-coming stars, I think, and so it was people were interested in Tom Cruise.
Tom described his bride as sexy, intelligent, and very easy to talk to. She was also 8 years older. But Tom was mature emotionally, and Mimi was beautiful.
A few years later, Mimi posed nude in Playboy, and she has the most beautiful body of any woman in Hollywood. And they fell in love.
But there were difficulties early on. Tom Cruise was on the brink of superstardom, but Mimi Rogers' star wasn't nearly as bright.
She was a little more than a starlet. She had been in a few films, but she was nowhere near a star, much less a superstar. And they were a little competitive.
Despite the disparity of status and the apparent competition, it looked like love would conquer all. In the meantime, Tom was on a hot streak, racking it up at the box office with a string of great movies. With Paul Newman, he made a friend for life, and in the movie The Color of Money, Tom impressed the acting legend not only with his talent, but with his ability to put his star status into perspective.
I think he really wants to learn, and I'm really impressed by the fact that all this crap doesn't really impress him.
After he made Rain Man, he already had enough clout to make any movie he wanted. It brought him class. That movie proved that Tom Cruise wasn't just a popular actor. It showed that he could act. He could hold his own against one of our greatest actors, Dustin Hoffman.
Tom, I don't think, thinks of acting as acting. I think he thinks of acting as getting in the ring with Tyson. So when he's in training, I think he's in fear of his life. And I don't think there's any other way to go.
Every day.
Yeah, he gets up, he does road work, and then he gets, he spars a little bit.
Tom was now considered a peer by some of the most talented people in Hollywood, and with admiration comes a good dose of kidding.
Tom Cruise, ladies and gentlemen! Please give it up, Tom Cruise! Take over. They're going to ask you questions about Steven, so good luck. I'll just sign for you. Just stand here for me. I'll translate for Russian.
Unfortunately, I've got to go after Robin. Can I go before Robin? Thank you.
Damn, you look like a before and after commercial. Hi, thanks to this incredible implant, you can become Tom Cruise.
All right, from now on, I do my business.
The Academy Award for both Best Picture and Best Actor, Tom Cruise was yet to be honored with a major acting award. That changed after his next film. Tom Cruise won his first Golden Globe, and that elevated the actor to a new level. Born on the 4th of July is the story of a Marine who learns the horrors of war firsthand in Vietnam. Tom's performance was inspired.
I was amazed the first day I met Tom Cruise. He came down to my house with Oliver Stone. I was surprised how great an understanding he had of what I had gone through, my suffering, my hurt, the difficulties that I had to overcome to be in this world after Vietnam. In a way, I believe that our film is a gift for the people of this country.
After the success of Born on the 4th of July, Tom Cruise could have anything he wanted. What he asked for was a project called Days of Thunder. It was a race car movie, Top Gun on wheels.
I've never dreamed anything like it. The speed was incredible. Combined with that, the inherent drama, I thought it'd make a terrific film.
You want to go slow into this corner and carry the speed out. Check that right out.
It's just beautiful. You know, I remember I took the R&D car around Charlotte, and it was you're just driving it, and you're just out there, and you just feel like you can do anything, you know?
Days of Thunder marked a turning point in Cruise's life. He met the woman who would change his world. Tom had seen Nicole Kidman in a film, and like a man obsessed, he wanted her in his film.
I think something just clicked, and they decided that they'd make the doctor an Australian doctor. I'd play a neurologist in the film, and that they really wanted me to do it. And it just, I mean, I think it was just something where he saw me on the screen and just decided yes.
Tom decided yes, both on and off screen. Their romance blossomed on the movie set, and when it was time for the wrap party, Cruise did not invite his wife. Tom's first marriage ended quickly.
Unlike his relationship with Mimi Rogers, they are their biggest fans. It's a mutually supporting relationship. If she's working, he takes time off from his movie making. If he's working, she takes time off from her films.
Tom Cruise married Nicole Kidman on Christmas Eve 1990 in Telluride, Colorado. And despite the couple's worldwide fame, he and Nicole managed to maintain as much privacy as possible. They've adopted 2 children, and by all accounts enjoy a very happy and loving family life. Tom Cruise turned 30 on July 3rd, 1992, and he began to receive a string of honors. The National Association of Theater Owners recognized Cruise for selling over $1 billion in tickets and as much in concessions. The Chicago Film Festival named him the Actor of the Decade. It was also a year audiences would see Tom Cruise as they had never seen him before.
The film was called Far and Away. It's about a young Irish lad, turn-of-the-century Ireland, who flees the